Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you will consider doing so. This is Little K Artistry and I'm Little K. This is my studio. This is where I come every day, and it depends on the day and how I'm feeling and what I think I might like to do. Sometimes I do big bold canvases. Sometimes I do small ones like the one I'm going to be doing today. This is just a 10-inch deep canvas. Sometimes I come in here and I add texture to a completed fluid art painting. And then there are other times where I just do straight texture pieces. And some of those are actually wrapping up, and I'm going to be sharing those with you very soon. If you're interested in the texture art, drop a comment. Let me know if you do texture art. Let me know what your medium is if you want to share that, what your favorite texture for texture art is. I'm going to be sharing all of my I have a few pieces that are getting completed, and I will be sharing those with you. And I'm going to be working on sharing my process as well. That takes a little bit more research and figuring out how to actually use the various apps and cutting and pasting videos and all that. And I'm very new to this, so I'm learning as I go. I welcome you into my studio, and I thank you so much for all of the comments and your kind words and your suggestions and all the shout outs from all over the world. Please keep doing that. I love hearing where you're watching from in the world. It's so neat when I get a message from somebody saying, I'm watching in Italy, or I'm in Germany, or I'm in Oklahoma, or West Virginia now just came on and said that they were watching from West Virginia. And I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. So thank you very much to all of you who have subscribed. I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on. And I think today I want to do a little abstract cellism piece. And I think I might want to do something a little bit different this time. I would like to try and do a swipe. I think that sounds like I'm in the mood for a swipe today. So what I think I'm going to do, get my swiping tool. And I think I'm going to lay down, I have a bunch of colors here. I'm going to tell you as I go what they are. I will also list them in the information down below. I also have a running list of all the states that we have and the countries represented. So, woohoo! I will probably be chatting as I paint because I like to do that. If you don't like to hear the chatter, then I guess feel free to mute. I'll never know if you watch this on mute. Just don't tell me. That would be great. But I do like to kind of talk, and I try to pretend like you're right here in my studio with me. And if I was to have a conversation with you in my studio, what I would be talking about most of the time, it's movies. and sometimes we talk about personal things. And my friends I'll be talking to my friends, and they'll be discussing things that are near and dear to their hearts. Mostly it's movies though. I have a brain that's full of movie quotes. If you watched any of my previous videos, you'd know why. My best friend in high school worked at a video store, and we used to watch movies all the time. This was back in the 80s. and it was a blast. But unfortunately now I have all these movies and movie quotes and things bouncing around my head, and I joke with my friends that I talk in movie quotes a lot. So if you're like that, we could be related. Or we could be besties. So I might be doing some of that today, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down some colors. I'm going to do a base coat first. And I think I'm going to do a base coat of Naples yellow. It really is one of my favorite. It's my favorite yellows. If you've been looking at some of the cloud paintings that I've been doing and the foggy paintings lately, you'll see that those feature a lot of this Naples yellow. It's just because I really love it. It's a very soft, it just kind of reminds me of a sunny day. Naples yellow is just beautiful. So I'm going to start with a base of Naples yellow, and then we'll kind of go from there and build up. I don't know exactly what I want on this yet, but we are going to see what we can make. Do give a shout out and let me know from where in the world you are watching. Okay, there is a base of Naples yellow. And what I would like to put down next, I think, is a green. And I think I'm going to go with sap green, because sap green is always a crowd favorite. I know it's my favorite. I want to do some sap green. Sap green is my favorite. It's so beautiful. Okay, there's some sap green. And how about some phthalo turquoise? You all know I love phthalo turquoise. We'll put a little bit of this down too. And then, how about some phthalo blue? Let's do that. I think that'll be pretty. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Phthalo blue. Who here loves phthalo blue? Me, I do. And this is a pigment, which is why I have it in this kind of a container, because the pigments, this is this little piggy rad, the pigments tend to settle to the bottom. If you put them in a container like this, it's really hard to get them mixed back into the medium again. So when I have piggies, I will usually store them in a container that has a cover on it like this, so that I can so that I'm able to just get in there with a stir, in this case a silicone stir stick, and stir it up real good before I put it on the canvas. That way you don't get clumps of pigment. Sometimes it does. In fact, usually it will separate and the pigment goes back down to the bottom if you have it mixed for any length of time. That will often happen. Now there's that. All right, Permanent Violet Dark. I think we're gonna go with Permanent Violet Dark. Let's get a little bit of schmutz in there. So it might not come out very good. Let's see. Permanent Violet Dark, there it is. Permanent Violet Dark down the middle there. And then I'm gonna go with Matisse. Actually, no. I'm gonna go with TLP Hustle first, because this is a pigment and I don't want to end on a pigment. This is Hustle, one of my favorite pinks in the world is this little piggy Hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. This is Matisse. And it is Aussie Red Violet from Matisse, a beautiful color. All right, woot. All right, this is my top layer. You didn't see that, did you? This is why people have asked how I protect my floor. I will tell you. I have a carpet pad. I went to the Home Depot, maybe it was Lowe's, and I got a very inexpensive carpet pad and I put it down on my floor because I don't mind getting a carpet pad with paint on it. I would if it was an actual carpet, but I don't mind if it's carpet pad, and that's why I did that, because I can be very clumsy at times. Okay. So speaking of movies, I don't know if you can tell, I hope you can't. I just cried my eyes out watching a movie. It was so good, but it was so sad, but it had a good ending. I don't know if the YouTube statistics and analytics for my channel say that the average age, most of the people who are watching my videos are between the ages of 40 and 60, and that's my age range. So I'm gonna guess that you guys are probably familiar with Meg Ryan and Andy Garcia. And I just, for the first time, watched the movie When a Man Loves a Woman, bawling my flippin' eyes out. In the end, oh my. I've never seen that. I can't believe I've never seen that movie. It was like, I think it came out in 96, 94, I can't remember anyway. I loved it. So I hope my makeup's not running all over my face, because that would be bad. Okay, I am going to do a swipe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down in the center, and then I'm going to spin the canvas. Hopefully this will look really good. And if it doesn't, well, you're here to watch. And it will look really bad. But I don't think it will. I think it's going to look really good. Okay, so see, there's a swipe. That's how it's done. Oh, that TLP Hustle is showing. Ooh. Okay. So yeah, I just watched that. Oh, I just said it again. I just said so yeah. Told myself I wasn't going to say that again. I just watched Meg Ryan and Andy Garcia, and I bawled my eyes out. I did not know that that's what that movie was about when I decided to watch it, And if you guys haven't seen it, I am not going to spoil it for you and tell you what it was about, but it was really good. And I loved Meg Ryan in the movies that she... And Andy Garcia is one of my favorite actors. He is delightful. And let's face it, he's easy on the eyes. I don't mind looking at him. But, oh, that movie, oh my, my, my. I'm just adding a little bit more paint around the edges here so that when I spin it, it's not spinning on a dry canvas. Because you know what I say, if it's not moving, it's stationary art, and I'm doing fluid art. Okay, I'm going to spin her and see what happens. Here we go. We'll give her a spin. Such a good movie, though. I bawled my eyes out. So why don't you guys, here's something fun we can do. So you guys, while I'm painting here and we're enjoying this beautiful picture, comment down below what your favorite movie is. Favorite movie, and let's do a genre, right? How about favorite, just do favorite rom-com for starters. I have so many. I can't even tell you. Favorite rom-com. We'll start out with favorite rom-com. And I have to say there's a tie. I can't pick just one. I'm going to say it's either The Princess Bride or Steel Magnolias. And I know people say Steel Magnolias isn't a rom-com. It is. It's very funny. And it's a romance because you got Jackson and you got Shelby. So I'm going to say it's a rom-com. And it was a tearjerker. Shelby was right. It is a brown football helmet. I make it all the way to that scene and I don't cry until that scene, and it gets me every time. The brown football helmet. And then one of them, who is it? Weezer says to, is it Anel? No, Olympia Dukakis' character. Weezer says to Olympia Dukakis' character that she loves it more than her luggage. And I use that line so many times. If you know me, if you're a friend of mine, you know I tell you I love you more than my luggage. And that's from that movie. My friends know that I love them more than my luggage. Way more. But it's such a quotable movie. And The Princess Bride, don't even get me started. Inconceivable. That movie is so good. And they were thinking about remaking it. How can they do that? They can't. Andre the Giant is dead. It wouldn't be the same without him. Am I right? Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead. Okay, this is really very cool. I was not expecting this to turn out quite like it is, but it is very cool. What do you guys think? This is really neat. Wow. I'm going to spin it one more time because every time I spin it, I get more of those cells on the corner that are coming up, and they're very cool looking. So very neat. I am going to zoom you guys in. Don't worry. I'll bring you in for a close. This is really cool. This is why I love fluid art, you guys. I squiggled a bunch of paint on a canvas, and now we have this, which looks like the eye of a dragon. I mean, how cool is that? Oh, you guys. Oh, and the side looks really neat too. Can you guys see what's going on that side? Oh, oh, and this side. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. I love it when it goes down the sides. Hold on, let me fix that little spot right there. Sometimes the corners don't quite get covered and you have to come in and do a little touch-up work. A little touch-up. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, so my two favorite rom-coms. Oh, and then there's When Harry Met Sally. Oh, shoot. Okay, well I can't give you, I'm going to give you three. Okay, so it's Steel Magnolias, When Harry Met Sally, and The Princess Bride. Those are my three favorite rom-coms. Now you guys can post what yours are in the comments, and I'm going to bring you in for a close-up because this is really neat. I think it looks like the eye of a dragon. Okay, basically, no, I've not had too much coffee. This is how I am. When I'm really comfortable and happy and in my zone, this is how I am. So I apologize if I'm talking too quickly for y'all, but I'm gonna come over there behind the camera and try and zoom in without giving you all vertigo. and I'm going to see which is the, I love it from all directions, you guys. Okay, I think that's the composition right there. So let me come around and I will show you. So cool. Oh, I love it. It's so cool, you guys. It's so cool. Let me turn off the overhead light. Hold on. Because that puts an awful glare on the canvas and I want you guys to be able to see this. Okay, here we go. Zooming in, zoom, zoom, zoom. Hold, I apologize for the noise. It's just the leg on my tripod. Okay. There, look how cool. You guys see what's going on the side right there? That is so cool. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at this. Oh, swiping might be my new favorite. Oh my, and look at this side. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's going on this side? Oh, that side's cool too. You guys. Oh my. What do you think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? How could you hate it? It's so beautiful. It looks to me, it really does. Maybe that's the composition. Hold on. Maybe you guys tell me, should that starry dark part be at the top? I feel like it looks like a dragon's eye. Like this part right here. And then this is the scales of the dragon down here. Maybe, does it go like that? Oh, that's cool too. Okay, maybe that's the composition right there. Oh, this is so cool. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna put this back down. I hope I don't make you guys go. Okay, let me just move this back up again. Okay, I hope I didn't make anybody dizzy. Sorry if I did. And I'm gonna let you know, someone commented. They said they love my studio. Thank you very much. I love my studio too. It's a small room. It's a spare bedroom in my house. It's a small room, but I tried to make it cozy. Someone asked me about the sakura tree, the little cherry blossom that is behind me. No, it did not come with lights. This is a string of battery operated lights that I just wrapped around it, and I got this guy on Amazon. I just searched a cherry blossom bonsai, and you have to type in silk, or it will send you a real one. Ask me how I know that. So, cherry blossom bonsai, silk. So that's the answer to that question. Who else? Someone else asked me, oh shoot, they asked me a question. I might have answered it right under the I think I answered it under the comments. But if you have questions, please ask and put them in the comment section. If you have comments, nice comments, please put those in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this piece. I am really loving it. I might be stuck on swipes now for a little while, so if you guys were really loving the cloud pours, this is my ADD, and this is why I do so many different types of art. That was the question. People have been watching for a little while now, and they know that this started out as my therapy, and some of you know why. You've watched previous videos. So I did have a very traumatic event happen that lasted for several years in my life, and I had going through therapy for it, and I'm on the other side and I'm doing great. One of the coping mechanisms to help me deal with my PTSD and my trauma response is painting. So this is why I do this literally every day of my life. I love it. But some of you have commented and have brought in your own, talking about your own stuff and all these wonderful, you've been sharing wonderful things. And several of you have asked, what is this art beyond the canvas thing? And I haven't finished it yet, but I do want to let you know just quickly in a nutshell, in a couple of sentences, I do have a life coaching certification and background, and I'm 54 years old. I have some life experience too, and because of this recent traumatic event that I went through, I have a unique perspective on a very serious situation that is currently in our society, and having gone through it. So I'm working to use some of my life coaching experience and my personality and my desire to help others and make life better and help people to find happiness and peace. I'm working to put all those things together with my art and my love of painting and fluid art to make a course, I guess, of sorts, and it's called Art Beyond the Canvas. And I'm really very excited to unveil it. I have not unveiled it yet. It will be coming in the coming weeks and months. Before I unveil that, I am going to be unveiling all of my mixes and let you know exactly what it is that I'm working with. Some of the work that I do is a combination of other artists and their mixes, and I put them all together and I get my own look and my own specific way of doing things, but it's not necessarily my mix. And some of them are actually my mixes and mediums that I have put ingredients together to create myself for a specific look. I will be sharing all of that with you, and it will be coming in the next couple of weeks. I just have to figure out the order of which to do it in. So that's an explanation of that. And if you see, when you go on my channel, you'll see kind of, I do this art, and then I do that art, and then I do texture art, and then I do swiping, and I do clouds, and I do blowouts, and I do blooms. That is an effort for me to appease my ADD. And if I stick with any one thing for too long, it tends to make it's not good. I either get bored with it or I get frustrated with it. I feel like I reach a plateau, so I switch it up. Thankfully, in my art, I have a number of different ways to create what I happen to think is beautiful art. So some of you have asked, why aren't you sticking with one thing? Well, it's my channel and it's my art. And like I said, I just bring you in here every day and whatever happens, happens. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be. One day I might bring you in here and I might be doing a sculpture piece. I don't know, but we'll see. I appreciate you hanging out with me, all of the kind words and the comments. And some of you, you're like brothers and sisters from different mothers and fathers, and it's wonderful. You all are the best subscribers. Little K Artistry has the best subscribers on YouTube. I know it, hands down. You're fantastic. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Be on the lookout for, in the coming weeks, my mixes, the videos with my mixes, and also some new stuff. I'm trying up some new stuff. And then, of course, the tried and true abstract cellism. And this is done in a swipe instead of pouring and blowing. This is abstract cellism with a swipe technique. So hope you enjoyed. I hope you think this is pretty. I think it's beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, this is Little K from Little K Artistry, encouraging you to just make the art. Have a beautiful day, you guys. Thank you.